Hi, Sovanny. Can you tell me about yourself?
Sure, hi Bong. I came to live here about 6 years ago, and I came here to marry with my husband. And I don't know what else you want to know. So,
Um, did you meet your husband? I believe his name is Sam, right?
oh, he's
Sorry, Rick. Rick. Did you meet him in Cambodia?
yes, I met him in Cambodia where I work.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
where I work and study at the same time.
Was it in Phnom Penh?
Yes, it is in Phnom Penh.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What did he do when he was in Cambodia? Was he a tourist or he went there to work?
I think he's in tourist. So at the time he traveled around like few friends with him, and then we met in where I work in the restaurant. So I work in the evening, which is I got a college university in the afternoon, and I'm teaching in the morning as well. So which is a whole day and busy also at night.
Oh, wow. What did you teach?
English, like for children.
Oh, wow. How long did you teach?
I have been teaching for about 3 years, and then find another job at the same time. So quite busy.
Was it in a private school that you teach?
It is in a private school. Yeah.
And so how life it was like in Cambodia at the time? You know, when you were when you were there, you have a happy life, happy family.
Yes, of course. I do have a quite big family if you come together, which is a lot. So I have only 3 siblings. So just my family is small. Only you bring cousin, a relative together, which is big. Yes, my life is, could say, yes, I'm happy living around the family and with my mom, parents. Yes, happy.
So when you were teaching in Cambodia, were you still with your parent, living with your parent?
Of course, yeah.
And you said you went to university. What did you study?
I studied English literature, so 4 years study. Yes.
And is that private?
It is private school.
And how about your parents? Do they what did they really think when you met Rick and you sort of started a relationship?
I think at the first time it's a bit quite a shock because it's a bit shock for them because they never met foreigner before, and which is new for them. And so my dad is like his acting is a bit like when Richard met my dad, he's so scared because my dad look like some guy of murder or something. He's just like that, and you say hello to him like hi, he went like that, a little bit smiling, but I don't think people know him. He will scare him, but when you know him, he really nice. So he just not talk too much, but his face look like make you scared, but he's not that bad.
So did how long do you think it took before Ricky and your family start to feel like comfortable or welcoming him and
The first time we met him, we always been welcome, because of the guests.
Sure.
We want to welcome foreigner,
yeah.
and we always been welcome, and we just feel more, more friendly and confident. And next 2 years, because he keep coming to see me, as we get engaged. After we met for a while, and then he came to see me 3-4 times a year. So, and then they started to do the visa, some sort of thing. So yeah.
Did you get married over there or here?
I got engaged in my country. It's so funny engagement. You want to hear that?
Yes, please.
You know what? I got my final exam year 3, which is about 7 o'clock at night, and which is normally in Cambodia culture the engagement have to be in the morning, but my engagement like at night time. It's so funny. And the guest, my mom just like went to the shop, get some many kilo of fruit, and the neighbors is like, come on, come down, we need you to do something, because Sovanny gonna get engaged and we don't have time, she got exam to do. It's like the guests not wear proper clothes at all, just like sarong, grandma, some of them. And my mom, she lost the key, she cannot find the key, and she just wear normal clothes, and my dad just like, everything is just like so funny. You can see the picture, but so funny.
Was it in Phnom Penh?
Yes, it was in Phnom Penh, my mom's house.
So, were your parent or family feel, how should I say it, maybe hesitate a little bit at all if after you engage to Rick and then they might think, oh, you're gonna come and live here? How do they think about that?
I think they kind of hesitate, but they kind of one more thing, they trusted him because my mom kind of, she got, you know, the kind of stuck to kind of believing in spirit.
Yeah.
So she kind of have a feeling to know, which is that could be goat, could be not goat. So she got a feeling straight away. So that's why, yes, she trusted him. So they seem okay and lovely, be together, you know, when he come join together. So absolutely fine.
When you come here, did your mum and dad give you anything as a significant to remember about them, or any of your family, for example, give you something that, you know, quite precious to bring to the UK?
I think not really anything, you know, like value stuff, but something precious about me is just their love, you know, their love.
Wonderful.
And just like the way like I miss her or the way they miss me, that is something to me already, because I live here far away, which is, I'm sure I always miss them.
Yeah.
You know, I always miss my family. And I wish I could see them every year, but I couldn't.
Before you come here, have you been abroad to anywhere else?
Yes, I did. Been to Thailand, to Laos, to, yes, around Asia, like Malaysia, Singapore. So some of the country I have been.
So when you first come here, would you find any difficulty of in a way, like in a British society, whether, you know, whether you find it's difficult, because obviously you speak very good English already.
Oh, thank you.
I guess when you come here, because your English is very good, but other things, for example, like, you know, food, or how to communicate with people, or even traveling from A to B, because I think in Cambodia is a very different way. We don't have public transport, that kind of thing. So how did you find it in general?
Of course, it's so different. You know, I have seen it, and I have talked to my friend. I just said, if I didn't come here, I would never know it. It's so different. Like, you could not compare. Just like one is in the sky, one is in, you know, in the ground. Because it's difficult with food. And also my language the first time is not that perfect, because like the word, some of the word I couldn't pronounce it properly. You know, like Victoria, I just said Victoria, and then I went Victoria. I just like, I couldn't do it properly. So which is, it's so hard with food, language, everything, everything. And just like also another hard thing, you didn't have family around, just you, isn't it? Have to deal with things, which is, I never have been deal with this thing before. So it's really hard, but now it's not that. You enjoying being here? Yes, I do. Yeah, because I have family here, so I do enjoy it here.
How long it took you before you getting to know other Cambodian people after you arrived?
Oh, took me like over 5 years. It really long. Yes, honestly, it really long before I get to know them.
Do you go to you know, each year, whether in Phnom Penh or in New Year? Do you tend to get together with other Cambodian people in Manchester, or if you be able to, would you like to go to Hackney, which is the main Cambodian community center? You
know, if I could drive myself, I would love to join that every year. But the reason why, because I have 2 children. And I couldn't drive, so sometimes children want to go with mommy or daddy. So I can't just leave them. I could do on my own, but the thing is, I haven't traveled far away by myself. So which is, I could take a rest, you know. But I'm sure if I drive, much easier, isn't it?
Do you drive?
No, I haven't got a license yet.
You like to? You like to?
Oh, I love to. Of course I do.
Okay. If you don't mind, what do you do?
At home, I kind of looking after children, but I do the course in the past, you know. I do childminder course and TOEFL course, which is I'm planning to teaching in other countries if we move with somewhere else.
Is that something you're really passionate about? Something you really like?
Something that's what I'm thinking in the market needed. Not really something I like. Is about communication, talking to people. That's what I like. You like working in a group of people, in lots of people, chatting. That is what I like.
You've been living in Manchester 6 years now, you said?
Yes, over 6 years.
I know it's just one of those things I want to ask you, because you still have you don't have the Manchester accent, you still have the English accent. That's really, really interesting.
No,
isn't it?
just like normal. The way I speak it, just, nothing different.
Do you speak Khmer to your children at home?
Yes, I do. I try to speak it every day, let them take Cambodian Khmer language. So when they grow up, they could understand. That's what we wanted.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Does Rick speak Khmer at all?
A few words, just like expensive, expensive, sok sabai, that's it. Talking about this, he been to Cambodia once. We went to Siem Reap, and then the guy, tuk-tuk guy, said, tuk-tuk sir, and he went, they are kon bong. So which means, and he went, wow, he speaks very good Cambodia, isn't he? But he only knows a few words. But in Cambodia, Manhattan, he speaks a lot of Cambodian.
And how about your children since they been born? Have you brought them back to Cambodia or not yet?
Yes, I have been brought them back twice. 2012 for 3 months and 2013 for 4 months. So it's nice, yeah.
Did they enjoy their trip?
Oh, of course. Oh, about the trip, I think they do enjoy it, but I haven't enjoyed it much because I have to look after the two of them. I've been on my own, so it's a hard trip though. They're quite young as well at the time. The girl only 2, the boys is 1 year old, so it's hard.
Yeah. How about the any of your family member? Have they ever talked to you anything about the war in Cambodia?
The war.
Yeah, like the Khmer, for example.
I think yes. I may heard about it. Yes, I do. And my mom was in the camp called what is it called? Like the big field which is no wall. They call Koko camp. She been in there. Yes, she been in the camp, and the same as my dad. I'm guess they are in the same camp.
Where were your family at that time?
Oh, I haven't born, so I don't really know. As I know, they are in countryside called Takao, which is my mother didn't like to live in the province, so she tried to come to the city, which is called Phnom Penh. And then on halfway, Pol Pot just tried to gather them to the field, which is where she was in at that time. We call like what the name I can't remember. We call Koko. That camp called Koko. It's been very hard, kill lots of people and terrify, and she just can't do something. And then she saw the Pol Pot kill. May I talk about this? Is it all right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes.
The Pol Pot just like hitting the children, just carrying the leg up and hitting the children on the leg to the tree. And then she just saw it. She get unconscious. So they don't believe her unconscious. They take a needle to stick on her nose to make sure that she lied or not. You see, it's really terrible. And the same with my dad. He got his arm like that. It's not normal like your arm. My dad both arms just like that. And when he do this, it's not properly because he asked. Pol Pot asked him, I don't know the name of the Pol Pot, I don't know who it was. It's just a group of people, isn't it? He asked him to take the fruit, pick the fruit, the end of the branch, which you're not allowed to use a stick or anything. You have to use by your finger. So it's very small. So when you touch it, it fall over. And his head just become like that, turn not straight. So one of the man helping him to straight his neck. so he'd be able to straighten his neck. But they didn't realize his arm was bent, his wrist was bent down. So I leave him lie like that, bent down. He could do things, but it's not normal. Look weird. That's the experience is in Pol Pot time.
Did you how do you feel, because obviously you very young, you wasn't born at that time.
No.
And for your generation, do you think people talk about it enough, or maybe they not really think about it very much?
I'm not sure about the other people, but to me, I don't really like it. And talking about it, I hated it. When my husband put the film on for me, I just can't watch it. I can't stand. Make me cry straight away. I'm so upset with their action. And I do think about it, but I don't want to talk about it, you know. It's very sad and I hated it, really. I just can't watch the film. And just the way I heard it from my parents is enough. It's very terrible. It's horrible, you know, what they did. So.
Have you been to the places that?
Yes, I have been. I guess you asking me about.
Yeah,
where Pol Pot killed people, isn't it? Like in Tua Slime. Tua Slime was the building in front of my auntie house. I've been there once because I got a friend, so I've been to see that place, and also I've been to the place called, you know, with a lot of skull in the front. What is it called? I can't remember the name.
Oh, is it Chiang Ai?
Yes, Wat Chiang Ai. Thank you. Wat Chiang Ai, which is to kill lots of people, and they see the mark, you know, the mark where they kill children, you know, where they dig all the ground, and they put the people in, or they just push them into the ground and just hit them to death. See, I have been seeing all of this, and once I've been it, I never want to go back again. But I remember it. I will never forget about it. But I don't want to see it again. I don't like to see it.
So what's your future hold now? In the, you know, what you like to have any bigger family, or that's like?
Oh, you mean in the future? Well, you know, depend on financial, isn't it? I do love to have a big family. Well, I would like to have another child, but I don't know. Depend on if I could get a job. You know, if I apply for a job in the future, I work, my husband earn well. I would love to have another one, but if not, I keep sticking to, stick just to.
What sort of music did you listen to now? You like both, or you prefer to listen to the Khmer music?
Oh, I love Khmer music when it's Khmer New Year. I do love it. And last 3 days, Khmer New Year passed by. I listen to 3 days, like dancing around in the kitchen on my own or with children. I just like loves it, you know, because we couldn't have a chance to celebrate in Cambodia, so we got here. And if I haven't go to, you know, the ceremony in London, I just do it at home. I cook the food, make the fruit, put on the bowl and burn the stick and pray for it and just do the music. That's all I'm doing, and listen to the comedy, Khmer comedy, everything. For 3 days, just Cambodia, about Cambodia. Wow. Yes, I love it.
How big is the community in Manchester, Cambodian community?
I've been to London. I haven't been to Manchester, and seemed like I didn't know, but I guess it's not that big. It's less smaller than London, because not many people around, you see. So it's not that big.
And when you go back home to visit your family, do you anything you think, that's very different, you know, I feel different now, or anything like that at all, or you still feel exactly the same how you were?
Mean the way of they building new building, or the way as I feel to my family?
Yeah, how would you see Cambodia now if you go there, you know, in general, for example, whether the new way of development or the people over there, or, you know?
Of course,
how do you think?
I think, yes, something is developed, something is backward. It's just not perfect, no, not perfect. Just like you see from the outside, look like they are rich, you know, they are nice, but inside some people are still hungry, you know. I mean the part of far away from the city, they still got hard life, as I know, yeah. So some part of nice place, some part aren't. That is the fact.
When do you think you're going back again?
Oh, I wish I go back tomorrow, but I don't think I could, you know. And I don't know. Don't know.
Okay. I think is there anything else you'd like to add more? Do you think it's something that you want to talk about?
Not really, but I just would like to say I love my family and all Cambodian people, and I wish Cambodia could have an opportunity like England. It's not 100%, but at least 30 or 40% I could accept it. That's what I hope for, you know. New government.
Yes.
That's what I wish for, always. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well.
Thank you.